I make no bones about it out here, okay? I'm a big Trump guy. Somebody who I can never vote for, but I really appreciate his over-the-top personality, his unwavering support of his own personal ideas. I like him as a politician. Growing up, okay, having the same first name, okay, when finding somebody else who's famous, who has the same first name, Donald, you're kind of hamstrung by just the couple of people that are out there. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Everybody's running around, just like a classroom or something. Oh, Steve, you have like 1,000 different Steves that are out there, okay? Stacy, a million different Stacys, and I'm a man of a certain age, so Stacy Keebler, right there. But then you get to Donald, okay? What the fuck do you have for Donald, okay? It's a sweet older man's name, but when you're coming up in the game and you're not quite adapting the Don moniker at the time, you look like an old fuck way before your time. And the only other comparables that are out there, and again, Donald Sutherland, who, thank the good Lord, is still alive and kicking, but other than being Kiefer's dad, and it's like he didn't really have a whole hell of a lot going for him at the time. And then the only other comparable, Donald Trump, really? Come on, like the braggadocious asshole that was always on the Howard Stern show, or the dude has how many ex-wives? Like, come on. It wasn't really until all the slandering in 2015 when he first announced that he was going to be running for president during that election. Nobody was taking him seriously. Everybody was just saying, he said that all the Mexicans that come across the southern border are just rapists and evil people. And then I started to do my own digging when it came to that stuff. It's like, I don't think that he'd actually, if somebody running for president actually says that, first of all, that's based as fuck. But second of all, I don't think he actually said that. And then I started to do my own research when it came to that stuff, because again, this is 2015. Now we have the means in order to research everything that was going on, okay? And that was something that Trump in his campaign, especially when he adopted Steve Bannon to run the campaign at that time, he was a fucking master manipulator of knowing the public's perception, knowing what the pulse of the nation was, and then capitalizing on it. It was something that, unfortunately, if we're to take all the shit in 2020 seriously on the face of it, okay, something that maybe the people around him that he started to surround him with, because if we would have had campaign Trump throughout 2016, 17, 18, 19, and 20, oh my god, that would have been the greatest thing to have ever happened. And hopefully we get that again in 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, okay? Hopefully that fucking happens. But in my opinion, the guy is probably the most misunderstood person to have ever achieved his level of fame, okay? And the amount of consistent slander that comes out, especially from the likes of The View, because given what I do on the internet, okay, like I see a bunch of different news sites every single day, okay, scroll social media and it's, negative impetus towards Trump. I always consistently see The View trending for whatever fucking reason, okay? It's normally a Sonny Hostin will say something retarded, or the token conservative on there will say, well, I'm a real Republican, but I don't support Trump and anything that he does. I also think that he's a racist, or just have some sort of fucking milquetoast opinion when it comes to republicanism or conservatism that's out there. Or Joy Behar will just say something fucking vaguely racist, and somebody will call her, and it's like, hey, remember when he used to wear blackface? And she'll spurg out for a minute and pull her Jew card. And then you'll have Whoopi Goldberg, who probably takes a cake when it comes to this stuff, but specifically cake when it comes to Whoopi. She's appreciated for all the work that she did in the early 90s, and kind of like taking your political takes from fucking Mike Myers at this point. And it's like, oh my god, everybody remembers you, being on SNL, Wayne's World, Austin Powers, and all that shit. And then just being a little fucking prop in the corner looking like the most awkward man on earth when Kanye West was yelling about George Bush not caring about black people. And then, you decided to do the Love Guru and nothing else is happening, which for fuck's sakes, make Austin Powers 4 already, but it's probably way too long and it's probably just gonna suck when it eventually comes out. But, like I said to begin with, The View is intellectual cancer. We can just call it like we see it. And for whatever reason, man, like, Trump hasn't been president, unfortunately, for 2 fucking years at this point. Like, move on with your time, okay? I know he's popular because of the different investigations that are going on right now, okay? And the fact that there's an election coming up and then the specter of the orange man looms large in these people's minds, okay? And you could talk about the current administration in power or any of the heads of the Senate or the House or anything like that, but they don't get the clicks like Trump does. So when you have Whoopi Goldberg saying, I'm thinking him into jail. Oh, you go out there, you go girl, you go ahead and you manifest it. You call up those old nuns from the Sister Act and you see if you can get that shit. Put in a good word with the good Lord and make that shit happen. Unfucking believable. Whoopi Goldberg told her co-host Thursday on ABC's The View that she was attempting to think former President Donald Trump into jail after playing a clip on Trump saying a president can declassify documents by thinking about it. You're also supposed to be... I thought you cut your teeth as a stand-up comedian. That's the best fucking joke you could come up with. On Fox News Wednesday night, Trump said, if you're the president of the United States, you can declassify by just saying it's declassified, even by thinking about it. I don't think it goes that far, but okay, again, that's just going to be another thing that obviously a very powerful court is going to have to rule on what constitutes executive privilege. It's going to be big, okay, but that's another discussion for another day, and I just did that about a week ago or something. About a week ago. Anyways, because you are sending it to Mar-a-Lago or wherever you are sending it, there doesn't have to be a process. After the video, Goldberg closed her eyes and pinched her fingers together. I wish she also doused herself in gas and lit a match, but a boy can dream. Co-host Joy Behar asked, "What are you doing, Whoopi? Were they thinking about it?" Goldberg said, "I'm thinking him going to jail." And then a PA from The View ended up going up to that desk and dropping a copy of Hooked on Phonics on the table, because that's terrible grammar. Co-host Sunny Hostin, just this fucking stuck-up idiot. Because you can just think about the stuff, and stuff will happen, right? Manifest it, girl. Behar said he exaggerates everything. The crowd is enormous. What, jealous? We all know Trump lives rent-free in your guys' head, okay? And any opportunity to talk about the Orange Man is an opportunity to trend and draw eyeballs to your fucking lackluster program where you can just sit down and listen to the hens cluck for a minute. But somewhere else where Trump lives rent-free is in the Southern District of New York, and that would be for New York Attorney General Letitia James, this fucking bitch, who opened up an investigation into Andrew Cuomo, never found anything that he technically did wrong. Oh, he might have made some inappropriate jokes, and because she wanted his job, he ended up stepping down, but then a woman took over and she's like, no, I'll just go back to my attorney general's office. This bitch is as corrupt as it fucking gets, and this right here, it just takes the cake, okay? Because again, I don't know for sure what is going to ultimately happen down at Mar-a-Lago when it comes to the declassified documents or the classified documents or whatever the fuck it is. It's already an unprecedented event, and it has nothing to do with him being the president. That's just the verbiage. But this right here, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So she's suing Trump and his 3 children, so Eric, Don Jr., and Ivanka, for alleged fraud. I didn't know alleged fraud was a charge that you could levy against somebody, and this is just an opportunity to fucking get some clicks, okay? Just get some eyes on your fucking failing office. Instead of going after, any of the multitude of problems that are in New York. No, we're going to go against Trump because he lives in Florida and an Orange Man bat. New York Attorney General Letitia James, a Democrat. What? You don't say. An elected official in New York is a Democrat? I've never been so confounded in my life. On Wednesday, took the dramatic step of filing a lawsuit against former President Donald Trump and his 3 grown children, accusing them of undervaluing properties to gain better rates on loans, insurance policies, and taxes. If you can't... Again, if this was actually provable because this involved taxes, the feds would be in on this one. So this is such a fucking hit piece. It's amazing. Somebody's just mad because the feds are getting all the attention when it comes to Trump right now. James' lawsuit is a civil case. So she personally is affected by this? What the fuck is going on? Not a criminal case. This just gets even more clownish the further we go along. It aims to bar Trump, Donald Trump, Jr., Ivanka Trump, and Eric Trump from serving as executives at any company in New York. Yep, exactly. Or it's just a quick payday so that, all of the Trumps just end up settling because of it, and they just fucking move on with their time. This is unbelievable. Or to bar the Trump organization from buying any commercial real estate or obtaining loans from financial institutions in New York for 5 years. Just a fucking petty cunt. The lawsuit is a result of a multiple-year investigation by James, who, again, this is New York, has nothing fucking better to do with her time, and comes less than 50 days before the midterm elections. Of course, Trump's attorney, Alina Habba, said the lawsuit is not focused on facts nor the law. No, this just sounds like a petty fucking revenge tale. Please, Daddy Trump, please pay attention to me. Rather, it is solely focused on advancing the Attorney General's political agenda. Yep, she's done it once, she'll do it again. It is abundantly clear that the Attorney General's office has exceeded its statutory authority by prying into transactions where absolutely no wrongdoings has taken place. Habba said in a statement, "We are confident that our judicial system will not stand for this unchecked abuse of authority, and we look forward to defending our client against each and every one of the Attorney General's meritless claims." No, Don Jr. Was more to the point, tweeting, "This bullshit damn witch hunt continues." Yeah, now the kids are getting drawn into this. Imagine if, I don't know, the Attorney General of Utah, I know he's a Republican, okay, if this was a couple years into the future, okay, we're launching an investigation into the Biden administration, and we're going right after Hunter Biden for all of his nefarious dealings. Oh, there would actually be something to go after. Oh, okay, cool. Not exactly a fair comparison. You could do the same for the Clintons, because Chelsea has grown and she's involved with the Clinton Foundation, but I understand that attorney generals don't normally have a policy of killing themselves, so I understand. Trump Jr. also tweeted another video of James calling Trump an illegitimate president. Oh, it's so funny when that side of the aisle can make any claims that they want about 2018, Stacey Abrams specifically, and I'll be talking about that fucking landmass here in a minute. Not this video, another video into the future. Yeah, she can continue to just wander around in the wilds of Georgia saying, "I was cheated out of my election in 2018. Don't worry, you'll get a more thorough ass kicking this time around, and there's a lot of ass to kick. Or you can just play the clips over and over and over again about how Russia rigged the 2016 election and Trump is an illegitimate president. Fuck, you can even get tweets from the current communications director at the White House. Press secretary, sorry. And apparently this attorney general right here, and saying she looked forward to suing him and going home. Yes, of course, you go, girl. Strong, independent black woman who don't need no president. She also called him an existential threat, or an extraterrestrial threat. Sorry about that. And crazy. Wow. Well, to be fair, every once in a while I'll see Trump do something and I was like, that motherfucker's crazy, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Connotation and context matters. The president is an existential threat to all of us in this room. Oh my God, dude, don't worry. It's like God, okay? Is Trump with you right now? Yes, he is everywhere. Fuck off. The number one issue in this country is defeating Donald Trump. Nothing else matters. Eric Trump tweeted the compilation of her remarks, adding, "Not a political witch hunt. What a joke." Yes, exactly. But Ivanka was, I don't know, out fucking, well, to be fair, her husband has like throat cancer or some shit like that, so she got better shit to do, I guess. Representative Jim Banks, a good man. Republican Study Committee chairman, called James desperate. Yep. AG Letitia James campaigned on suing President Trump. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that, but where are the consequences against Democrats? I know, right? And now she's desperate to keep that promise. For the sake of our nation, I hope House Democrats and President Biden come to their senses and denounce this illegitimate fishing expedition. No, they won't, because again, MAGA Republicans are extremists out there. Don't mind that poor kid that's on the grill of the 41-year-old Democrat superfan's car. Don't worry about that. It's MAGA Republicans. He said in a statement, the Republicans will hold partisan actors posing as law enforcement agents accountable for abusing their power when we retake the majority. God, I sure fucking hope so, and hopefully it's not just, yeah, I know, we just can't get anything done because Biden just vetoes everything, and if you just go ahead and vote for us again in 2 years, then we can do something. No, just fucking make this shit happen right now. Make Biden look like the bad guy. Win the optics battle that is already going on. One that Greg Abbott in Texas is fucking winning, and definitely Ron DeSantis out there in Florida continuing to flew out all the illegal immigrants, okay? That's how you win right now. There is no winning with dignity anymore in the Republican Party. Mitt Romney's ass kicking, John McCain's thorough fucking beating, and I'm not talking about the one in Vietnam, and then all of the years of the Bush administration. That is not how you succeed in today's day and age. The times have changed, okay? The hearts and minds of the individuals are won online in the digital fucking age. Trump mastered that shit in 2016, and he's got to return to that in 2024. And these attacks from partisan fucking actors aren't going to do anything but boost himself and anyone that he endorses. Other than the fact that there's going to be snow outside, I cannot wait until November with those midterms, and then when everybody's just wondering, it's like, well, what happened? Where did this red wave come from? Because I've just been told all the time that Trump is fucking illegitimate, and he's evil, and he's retarded, and how did he continue to get everybody into office that he supported? I can't believe this shit happens. It's gonna be so fucking sweet when that happens, because again, there's gonna be no accountability on that side of the aisle. What do you mean? What happened? What happened? We went after him. He's corrupt and everything. No, you didn't have the basis on doing that. You didn't have the fucking goods. And this is just gonna be another one. This lawsuit right here, it's just gonna blow up in her very voluminous face. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.